Hello and welcome to Wally Bar. Well, we're going to split this long log down. It's about 2.5 metres long. I'm going to cut a bit off the end, get a little bit shorter because I don't want to try and split it where there's knots. And there's a knobbly knotty bit at the end there, so I'm going to jump that off with a chainsaw first. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and split this, follow this line and split that along there. Now, what I'm trying to create is some fence rails like this in Willow. This is just split Willow. Pretty much the same scenario. Then what I did is I then forced it through, the thicknesser that happens to be over there. It's a bit of a job, you know, and it's sort of semi-dry. It's not green, hasn't come off the tree. It's sort of semi-dry. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, is chop the bit off the end, and then we can split it. Now I just need one clean face, really. But sometimes I'll do both faces, not split it, but run it through the plane in both faces. It just makes it easier to use. And you don't have to put it through the planer. You could just, you could hoon it down with your axe, your hatchet, and just whittle it down. But, I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to do is just do it with the planer because I can, because it's here and it's fun. Right, so I'm going to chop it about here. I don't want to try and split this end, you see, so let's get rid of that. I was going to chop off in one go, then I realised, firewood for the fire. So, I've got a series of axes there and hammer. Alright, some hatchets. And there you go, double up as my wedges, alright? Now it's already started splitting there where it's been drying out, as you can see there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to basically have to follow that. Alright? It will be like that on one face, and the other face I've got to try and flatten. Because I want my fence to be reasonably straight. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like crazy worried. Now the ideal thing is to have some wedges either side so it don't keep rocking about. But because of the direction I've got to split it in, it ain't going to be that easy. Well, that might work there, there you go. Just makes it a bit easier to start it off. So we're going to grab that and the hammer and then basically bang the back of the... I know you shouldn't do... you shouldn't do steel on steel like that. I know. But in all the years I've been doing this, I've never ever had it shatter on me. Never. Now you keep the going until you can start hearing it split. Now what I don't want it to do is screw off at a tangent and just break off. So what I've got to do is I've got to encourage it to go in the right direction. I can see what direction it's going in currently, so I need to encourage it. So I'm going to go a bit further along here, about there, and do the same again. Making sure I'm not... And it's best to do this with a double bevel grind, not with... I will be using that because what I've got it. So you look at that, that's got as a side axe, it's got one bevel. The problem with that is as it goes in, it's got to try and go sideways. Now, with double bevel, it doesn't do that, does it? No, because it's equal pressure either side. Right, you will bell the ends of your axe if you're not careful. Now I've started that, the split is starting there, so I should be able to help this one along a little bit. I can see here, the split, it's not 100% in line with that one, which is a good thing, so I need to keep it in the middle here, you see. And now I can see the split carrying on this way, down here. Now you can use wedges, obviously. I think I need to refit this handle in this one. Yeah, I do. Oh, crikey, it's loose. We'll make it a new one. This side axe here, we made that in a live stream. If you want to check it out. So I ground all the head. This was originally this was a felling axe. I ground it all up, reshaped it, and made a new handle, which we did live. And then I thought, I don't know, let's put my Woody Bar logo on it. I know, a tart. Now, if it's green, if you literally just cut it, see that one's gone loose now, that tells me that split that I've created here has relieved there. Hence, that was able to come out really easy. So now I can carry that along to its next position. All I'm trying to do is make sure it doesn't go astray and really thin in one place. Now this axe, it's more of a splitting axe, you know, for your firewood. This one, it's wider, whereas this one's got a thin blade on it. This one's more for fine work, really. I do have some wedges, but I don't know where they are. Actually, didn't I see that? I thought I saw it around here. Oh, I know what I did. I made it a special home over here. Here's a splitter. They call it a con. Here in France, the quan or queen, I can't remember now. It's like wedge. So you can help it. Move it along. So finally, I can see it starting there, look, it's right down the middle, which is good. Like I say, this was cut. Oh, when was this cut? This was cut early last year. Actually, no, this is probably a year old. So it was early last year. If you're splitting green wood, whoa, it's so much easier. And I could have used green, but this is already cut, so I thought I'd use this. Da 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 da. And this is common willow. I've got about 5 varieties of willow on my land. Because right now I've got got the variegated one, which is what they call flamingo or something. Pink flamingo or something. Yeah, and I've got contorted, weeping, common, and then there's another one. I've got another salix, which I can't remember what it's called now. We've got 5 varieties. I do know that. This is just common. Obviously you don't want to chop your bench. No, because that's a bad idea. Now once you've got that split on the end here, the rest of it should become a lot easier. And see the tension in the wood? How it's split like that and it stayed split? Because it's trying to pull on both sides of the tree. The branch or this limb was under tension. Because you've got the shrinking rings on one side and then the shrinking rings on the other side. And they're pulling against each other. That's why when you see a log sometimes it splits down one side. It's nearly there, isn't it? I should just follow the right way now, a bit of luck. But let's help it. It's holding on, isn't it? It's really holding on, that's because it's dry. Like I said, if it was green, that would just gone straight through that really easily. Well, a lot easier than this anyway. Right, where is that going? Where's that split going? I'm just going to move a bit of bark head so I can see where the actual split is. Where the split is in the bark, and that's where the split in the wood is. Because the bark will just move accordingly. It's literally about there. It's been a little bit hard because there's a knot here, you see. But I need that extra bit of length. Stop shaking! Right. Let's get the lump hammer ready, shouldn't I? Whoa, that really don't want to go, does it? So, let's put that in there. Bring it over a bit, you can see. Let's put that one in there. A bit more tension, so release that one then. Don't forget to wear safety specs, really important. Can you see what's up with that, look? That needs resetting. The handle's actually okay. Just need to clean the handle up. And reset that head, re-wedge the head. I think it's still got the original metal wedge in there. That was the original one, because I think there would have been a better one in there. Oh, would have been, I don't know. Old thing like that, who knows? Oh, I hear it. Just a bit crack. Got stubborn, isn't it? It's really stubborn. It's going. Crikey, isn't that stubborn? Chestnut would have gone ping by now. This is Willow, like I said. Crikey. Missed. Ah. Right, last little bit. I hope. Crikey, man. Wow. What was that? Oh, is it still recording? I do apologise for that. Well, the phone looks okay. I won't edit that out. You see, they're the dangers to make videos, you see. It's dangerous. Yeah, just dropped my nice new phone on the floor. Alright, put that there. This time let's try not to knock it off. Alright, we're nearly there though. It's got the last little bit now. Crikey, man. I know why, it's a knot there, but I need that extra bit of length there. So I have to cut that from the other. Oh, hang on, let's, if I cut through that, there, might do it. That might do it now. God, sticky stuff, as in sticking together. Right. So all these fibrous bits here, look, you see that? It's really holding on, it's really trying to hold on. Don't want to be split, look, see? So hard. Normally it'd be floppy, but that ain't that floppy, is it? It's actually holding itself. Crazy, isn't it? The power in wood, eh? Power in wood. Alright, let's just chop through those. So there you go. Oh, right. So that's real time splitting a length of willow. That it is. Blimey! Crikey, it's all like chestnut. Look at this, you see? This is chestnut, alright? Nice, straight grain. Within reason. This thing is dense. If it's too, I don't know, why don't we use that more in woodwork? In construction, maybe? Because you can coppice it. You can cut it and it will come back again. Obviously, there's a reason. I need to look into that. You know, and see, that's the chestnut. Got a nice grain. This is really dense stuff. Almost looks like beech, but it's not. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. So that's splitting 2.5 metres of chestnut real time, willow real time, and it's tough. It's tough. It's about a year old, so it's not dry, but it's sort of dry, okay? Please click the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, and check out some of my little short videos as well. Toodaloo.